Alright. Hello everyone, the Debonair here. Welcome to another video. I just warm in here. Finally, another movie review. Today's is going to be Jupiter Ascending. Yep. I watched that. Actually, no, scratch that. I didn't watch it. Well, I didn't watch the whole thing. I didn't spend 2 hours and 7 minutes of my life watching a movie from 2015. No, you know what I did? I spent like not even an hour, I don't think, watching a movie from 2015. That's how bad it was. I hated it. Let me give you an incredibly brief description of the plot. There's a girl. Her father dies. She meets a boy. They go on an adventure. They beat bad guy. They live happily ever after. Brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. I never would have thought that they'd come up with something like that. Yeah. And they looked at all the guys who were in charge of making the movie. They took one look at that script and they thought, you know what? We're going to add to that script. The girl is a superhuman, genetically enhanced. She meets boy. They go on adventure. They beat bad guy. They live happily ever after. That's even more brilliant. The directors and the producers and the writers and all 600 of the special effects guys. They use a lot of special effects. The whole thing, basically, it's even the opening, even the company logo thing in the beginning. Even that special effects. Oh. This is empty. And the sad part is, I do not have enough water for this entire review. I'm going crazy. Now, listen to this. Alright, so in 2015, the movie was first shown off at the Sundance Film Festival. And Sundance is it's like film's version of WrestleMania. It's basically like the World Series of movies, the Super Bowl of smash hit productions. Do you want to hear this little story about what happened when Jupiter Ascending premiered at Sundance in 2015? At least according to Wikipedia, that is. So, what happened was that they they started the film, and once it started, there was like a crowd of people. They got up And you want to know what they did? They got up and they walked right out. They walked right out of the theater. They walked right out of there. Once the movie started, like about a minute or so into the movie, like a good portion of the crowd's like, well, we ain't gonna watch this. Bye. Isn't that funny? And then, by the time the credits rolled, there was like nobody there except for like maybe 5 people. I just called Sundance the WrestleMania of movies. And to have that reaction to a movie shown at Sundance, that is hilarious. That is hilarious. The movie has Rotten Tomatoes giving the movie a 26% out of 100. That's the same rating as Suicide Squad, which came out in August of this year. I don't understand. I don't understand why things happen this way. Yeah. So let me give you a more detailed explanation of the film's plot. Like, so start off, there's some narration from the main character, whose name is Jupiter. Her name is Jupiter. 'Cause she's as pretty as a big planet herself. That is the, I think, paraphrased version of the exact explanation for the reason that Jupiter got her name. I totally wouldn't have thought that it was about some planet ascending into the air, like climbing a mountain almost. Yeah, it totally has nothing to do with the big red planet itself. Here you are thinking like it's going to be some. You're thinking it's going to be some NASA documentary or something. No, it's some 2-hour sci-fi. Sorry, excuse for a film that's 2 hours long. And you want to know the worst part? I'm all out of water. Those are 2 empty bottles right there. I drink a lot of water. I'm not going to go into the details. I didn't even get through the whole thing. I just couldn't take it anymore. I constantly had to mess around with the remote, turning the volume up and down. I couldn't set it at a constant rate. The characters are so darn quiet and the acting so terrible that you turn it off just so you could hear Jupiter speak, or any other character speak one word. Just one. I don't understand how they can make movies like this. And then when there's like some action scene, I have to turn the volume down because I think it's too loud. would like films that I'm watching them to remain at a constant volume. So yeah. Another example of a bad movie. You have to hold the remote in your hand and put your finger or your thumb on the volume button and press it at certain cues that they give to them. It's like, well, gee, do you have a sound malfunction? This movie was obviously not finished. It obviously wasn't. I like to think of this as some failed take. How can you release something like this in the 21st century? This is a recent film, 2015. You know, I had this movie sitting on my dresser for a long time, a couple months actually, and I'd never gotten around to watching it. I just want to wait for one day, one little day. Put that in my Xbox. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna sit down and watch it, and I didn't even get through hour of it. Yeah. This was me. This is me. Before the movie actually started. I was like, oh man, I'm so excited! It's gonna be fun. Then me, good, about like a half hour after it started. Oh please, stop! Couldn't hear me. If you couldn't hear me to my pillow, I said, "Oh please, make it stop." Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a look at that little video. Huh. I don't know how they could release something like this. I mean, it wasn't too bad. The visuals were beautiful. They're some of the best visual effects that I've seen in a movie. And the problem is, the whole movie's like 95% visual effects. Like, special effects stuff. It was like, do they really... Instead of making sure their sound equipment worked, they had a good screenwriters, directors, and producers, and the writers and crap. Instead, they spend a good amount of their money on special effects. Whoever did the special effects for Jupiter Ascending, they must have been rich. They must have been rich, because there's more usage of special effects in Jupiter Ascending than the amount of times I cringed watching Tobey Maguire as Peter Parker in all three of the original Spider-Man films combined. That is like, oh, I have to give myself a pat on the back right there. That was pretty good. I just roasted 4 movies in a review of just one movie. I mean, like, I've seen a lot of movies over the course of my life. I sat through all 3 Spider-Man movies. I sat through Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. I sat through Pixels. And I've been able to watch those from opening credits to end credits. And this one, I didn't even get through. I didn't even get through all of it. I didn't want to get through all. I just wanted it to stop. I didn't pay attention. Majority of my time was spent on my phone. Look at stuff. This is like, I was bored. I mean, alright, let me take it back to when I did the Amazing Spider-Man review. I sat through that. Kinda, not really. No, I was playing around there. Posted a picture on my Instagram of like, it's like before the movie. I have this little picture of the cases. Like, I have to sit through this and then review it on my YouTube channel. And yeah, I watched. I mean, the review was rushed, and I barely knew a thing. I obviously didn't want it. I obviously didn't want to do it. It's poor. I mean, you might think it was poorly put together, but now that I've told you all this, might be a good idea to go back and watch it again. Or at least for the first time if you haven't seen it yet. Because for what I've told you, it turned out to actually be a pretty darn good review. At least in my incredibly biased opinion. But yeah. It amazed me how, you know, I've never seen the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I've seen like videos on it, but thankfully I don't own it. Even if I did, I don't think, unless I absolutely wanted to, which why would you want to? I'd bring myself to watch it. 1993. It came out in 93, and it had me thinking, because, I took, you notice my hair is wet. I took a shower for this. I was planning out, like, what's in the shower, and I thought, you know, why don't I bring up something about the Super Mario Bros. Movie? And it got me thinking, what would a movie as bad as the original Super Mario Bros. Movie look like if it was done in 2016? You know, I want to think that Jupiter Ascending was previously a 90s or 80s movie, and this is like some reboot. But the problem is it's not a reboot. This is an original film, the first in what could, I guess, be a series. If they ever decide to do a sequel, which they planned a sequel for the original 2011 Green Lantern, which wasn't that bad, honestly. And, like, Marvel dropped all plans to do a sequel. I think this thing was going to be a trilogy, you see. And they dropped all plans to do sequels. We could see one for Jupiter Ascending, which would be strange. You know, I think Jupiter Ascending got worse reviews than Green Lantern did. I mean, they're totally different films, but they came out at different times. Green Lantern came out 4 years before Jupiter Ascending did. both weren't the greatest movies I've ever seen. Jupiter Ascending was a lot worse. And, you know, I don't know. That's the thing. I honestly just don't know what to say. I'm speechless. This movie is so bad that I can't think of any more, like, jokes or grievances against such a film. It's unique. Not in a good way, obviously, but it's unique that I can't make fun of it any more than I already have. I've given you facts. I've given you humor. I've given you, like, nods to other movies. I've given you, like, roasts of other movies. I don't know what to say about Jupiter Ascending. Alright, now it's time to somehow, some way, wrap things up. Speaking of wraps, I can probably use one right now. I can use some more water. My friend Aloha Monster, in his like Spider-Man views, I've seen the most prominent is like he's used letter grades like Cinema Score, who gave Jupiter Ascending a B- on an A to F scale. Me, I'm going to give Jupiter Ascending a C minus. It's below average, definitely. However, the thing that keeps it from being not lower than a C minus is special effects. I was amazed by them. However, all the things that I've previously listed, it's a beautiful looking film. And that's really like the only praise that the film got. But I honestly don't know any other reasons to give Jupiter Ascending any higher grade. And here's a little factoid for you. Channing Tatum was the male character in the movie. Why do I care about Channing Tatum? Well, he voiced Superman in Lego Batman 2 and 3. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Good job, Channing. You did a good job. Honestly, I hope if they make a Lego Batman 4 that you'll again reprise your role, because man, you do a good job. That's really all I have to say. And no, I'm not like being sexist or anything. I honestly don't remember the name of the female of Jupiter. I mean, to make up for it, I don't remember the name of the character that Channing Tatum played in the movie. But yeah, that is it. My review is done. It's over. I will look for more. But until then, this is goodbye. So long.